and welcome to this week business news. This week we are covering all the significant business news that affect stocks, crypto, and other market trends. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out, this update is designed to keep you in the loop and also ahead of the curve. This week, first news: Donald Trump tariffs would hit these stock market sectors the hardest. Donald Trump's chances at winning another term in the White House have been inching up in the recent weeks, according to polling averages. And so have the chances that his plans for universal tariffs up to 20% will be imposed on most goods imported to the US. These new tariffs would likely have a major effect on S&P 500 stocks, analysts say, with some industry sectors more impacted than others. Analysts at Barclays estimate that a scenario where a Trump administration imposes 10% tariffs on all imports and 60% tax on those coming from China would reduce S&P 500 earnings per share by 3.2% in 2025, with another 1.5% hit after US trading partners implement tariffs of their own. While the new proposed tariffs would have a modest direct negative effect on corporate earnings if implemented, the second order effect from the higher cost inflation would be an incremental headwind to corporate earnings and cause further harm. He added that the materials, consumer discretion, technology, and healthcare sectors appear to be most at risk given their strong dependency on global supply chain. Several of these sectors have actually outperformed the broader S&P 500 index at the same time as pools and betting companies appear to be moving in Trump's favor. One reason we've not seen a greater move in the markets in anticipation of Trump victory may be that investors don't take these threats of tariffs seriously, according to Christopher Smart, founder and managing partner at Arabet Group. On to our next business story for the week. Nvidia stock can hit $190 as generational opportunity. This is a prediction from BofA. A BofA analyst see a room for Nvidia Corporation shares to tack on another 40% also to their explosive rally. BofA Vivek Iyer upped his price objective on Nvidia share to $190 from $165 in Thursday report, with that target implying 39% upside from Thursday's close. While Nvidia shares are well loved on Wall Street, Iyer thinks investors don't give this company enough credit for its ability to grow free cash flow at a 45% to 50% margin. That's above roughly 23% to 25% average for the Magnificent Seven grouping of large technology companies, he noted. On to our third story, which would be on the election still in the stock market. The stock market still leans to this candidate winning the presidential election. Now, according to Dow and Jones indication, year-to-date return translates to 72% probability that the Democratic candidate, Vice President Kamala Harris, will win the presidential candidate. Just 2 months ago, remember, the Dow Jones was assigning 64% probability to Harris' victory. And when the probability of a Democratic victory was judged to be 58%, the increases in probability since then are due to the stock market strength. Our next story. This about Kamala Harris backing the framework or making sure the regulatory body is up on Coinbase or Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies. Now, Coinbase Global bonds have been rallying this week along with other crypto assets after Vice President Kamala Harris pledged to support a framework for the sector. Former President Donald Trump, Harris' Republicans' rival in the coming presidential election, has already expressed this support for digital asset and has even vowed to create a strategic Bitcoin stockpile.